Hey Found Church, Pastor Chris here. Hey, wanted to invite you into a conversation. We ourselves as a church, we feel the call and we have heard God kind of speak to us that we are called to knit the community of Jackson together at the foot of Jesus. So we believe that this is kingdom work. It is important that we believe the picture of the kingdom of heaven is that all walks of life have come to worship God at the throne. That means black, white, poor, wealthy, all kinds of diversity in the midst of those worshiping at the throne of heaven. And so we are going to, starting January 12th, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. at Christoff's Community Center, we are going to enter into a conversation, and we are inviting the entire church to come. And I've asked Pastor C to lead us in a series called The Third Option. And what this is going to do is going to walk us through all of the different elements of racial reconciliation and what it looks like to bring people from different cultural ethnicities and backgrounds and understandings all into this picture of worshiping Christ together. And so one of the things that we know is a very real thing in our world is that we all have these biases and we all have these blind spots because we know we've all been raised up in a world in a little pocket from a little perspective of our world. And so in hopes to broaden that view, I'm going to just ask Pastor C, what is one thing that people can kind of glean out of this series that we're going to go through, this conversation that we're going to have, that deals with the biases that we have and some of those blind spots that we're maybe even a little bit afraid to expose?
Wow. What's good, beautiful people? Great question, man. I'm first of all, I want to say how excited I am to be a part of this defining moment.
Yeah.
For Found and for Jackson at large. I'm really excited to be part of it, to lead this session, this conversation. One of the things I would say with regards to coming here and being a part of this conversation is come as a humble learner. You can never go wrong being humble in your efforts to learn. This will be a safe space. It would be a condemning-free space. I believe we all have those blind spots, as Pastor Chris just said. And it's going to take you to realize that. I think all of us need to understand one thing, that it is not a skin issue, it is a sin issue. And if we all search our hearts and be honest and transparent with ourselves, and then ultimately, of course, to God, you'll experience the change. You'll see a difference. You'll come and you'll leave. I promise, if you come as you are, you won't leave as you were. Come hang out with us. It's going to be amazing. Amazing.
That's awesome, man. I'm so excited. Pastor C led the leadership of Found Church through this series, and we had amazing conversations. And like he said, it is a safe space. And we got into some really good conversation and even some places of healing. And
it's brave. It's a brave space.
It's a brave space.
It's a brave space, right? Because you got to be willing to own your moment, own your shortcomings. The Bible says that we all have sinned, right? And fallen short of His glory. The people that are short, you may have fallen shorter. just kidding. But we all have those moments, and we just got to be honest and be brave to tackle this.
Yeah, and so it's going to be a really important time for our church. I strongly encourage you to be a part of this. We want it to be a place where you can have real conversations, where you can share from your heart the places that you grew up in, the understandings you had. Maybe you didn't even realize that it was a bias. Maybe you didn't even realize it was a blind spot. And that's kind of the point, because if we're going to chase after this healing for us as individuals and us as a nation, it's important for us to come in and say, you know what, I'm willing to see where some of those blind spots are. And until we have that conversation, we're just going to keep going the way that we've always gone. And we know that's not been healthy. So would you join us? And I think it's going to be a really important and crucial time for our church to move to the next level of our vision of seeing this community knit together and brought to the place where they can all worship Christ, the King, together. 7 p.m. starting Wednesday, January 12th at Community Room at Christoff's. We'd love to have you there.
We'd love to have you there.
All right.
For you.
We'll come at you again later.